present several of their foster and adopted rescue dogs. Number 310 is Miss Franny. Franny is owned by Pat Potter. She lives in Missouri. She was born about 13 years ago, and her name is Fancy Francis, but everyone calls her Franny. I came into rescue in July 2008 at the age of 11 after my family said they could not afford my mounting medical expenses. You see, I have a heart murmur and I had bladder stones when I became an HRI pupster. The angels of HRI fixed my stone problems. My heart sometimes makes me cough, but Mom gives me meds to help my heart stay strong. I live in Missouri with a sister, Miss Paige, and a bratty brother, Mr. Roman, another lucky HRI kid. And of course, Mom, who tells everyone that we the pupsters own the house, and we just let her live there with us. That's the way it should be from our point of view. I also have a family in Washington that just loves me so much. I want to tell everyone that all of us special kids that are part of HRI are really lucky because we have so many people who love us, just because we are who we are. And we thank each of you, our HRI aunties and uncles, for always being there for us when we need you the most, for giving us a safe, loving home with belly rubs and toys and all the TLC a pupster could want, and finding us that perfect forever home. Because, oh, we know you want only the best for us to call our own. That's Franny. Number 311 is Sammy. Sammy is owned and loved by Marilyn Poses from California. Sammy is a 3-year-old male. Now 3 years old, Sammy was surrendered and flown out from Indiana at age 1. He arrived after Thanksgiving, accompanied by a Thanksgiving traveler. In his first year, and after several different homes and much confusion, Sammy needed a new start, and HRI stepped in to help this displaced boy. His friendly ways, he's never met a stranger, overshadowed his quirky habits, and he was adopted by his foster family. Yes, they failed fostering 101. His mom occasionally puppy sits, and Sammy has lots of doggy friends. So meet Sammy. Number 312 is Zippy. Zippy is 9 years old and was a breeder dog for a backyard breeder in southern Idaho for 6 years. She was bred back to back and has had at least 10 litters. When she was about 6 years old and couldn't produce live puppies anymore, she was sold to a lady as a pet. She was with this lady for about 2.5 years, and then the lady had a stroke, and Zippy ended up being tossed around within that family for about 7 months. From Ava, I received an urgent request for assistance one day on my intake day. One of our Idaho HRI volunteers said there was a little Havanese that someone didn't want anymore. They were going to drop her off at the shelter that very day. Our volunteer knew this because she and Zippy had the same groomer. Our volunteer begged the daughter of the lady who had the stroke to surrender her to rescue, and Ava was contacted as well, and she really had to convince her to give us 1 day to complete our surrender process for Zippy. With the quick coordination of 2 HRI Idaho volunteers, Zippy was scooped up and saved from ending up in a shelter. She then spent 2 nights with her wonderful Boise foster mom and drove 6 hours across Idaho and was delivered to her current loving foster and now adopting home. Zippy came to us as a very obese girl weighing 20 pounds. She was so short of breath that she couldn't walk from the car to the front door. She also had a mouthful of painful, rotten teeth. HRI had the vet clean her teeth, and she lost 7 molars. But with a carefully controlled diet and lots of green beans, she now weighs 16 pounds. She loves her steamed carrots. Zippy can now trot around 2 whole blocks and has the sweetest kisses. She also now can get up the ramp that leads to the big people bed and loves to snuggle in the covers with her 2 Havanese stepdogs. Her lab results came back abnormal. She was diagnosed with Cushing's disease. Zippy is a very sweet, affectionate, easygoing, and happy little girl. She gets along with other dogs and likes everyone. She is a dear dog and a delight to have in her new adoptive home. That's Zippy, and Ava Lily. in the window. Well, this is Cotton. Cotton came into rescue this Tuesday when Lucy Ellis brought him here to San Mateo from Missouri to join our HRI family. Cotton is a healthy 11-month-old male Havanese who was purchased as a puppy from Petland Pet Store in St. Louis. Its original owners were an older couple who soon realized that a puppy was a little too much care for them. They were able to give Cotton to a new family, though, and that turned out to be another older couple who soon learned that a puppy was too much for them, too. So Cotton joins Havanese Rescue as the 403rd dog that we have taken into our rescue program. As you can see, Cotton is a lover. He's going to need a family that has children to play with and lots of energy. This is Cotton, and that's my husband, Paul. Okay, show off. We want you to meet Marley. Marley is owned and loved by Camille, and also she is being shown by Isaac, Isabel, and Arthur. Marley is we're guessing, 3 to 4-year-old male Havanese. Every time sweet Marley looks into his mom's eyes, she's certain that he is sharing his world with her. His first look was from a photo on the computer. From that first look on the Havanese Rescue website, well, she knew that he was saying to her, "Come get me, Mommy, please, come and get me." We will forever be grateful to Terry Pike for listening to Marley through our voice. Sister Isabel, who is 7, says Marley is snuggable, huggable, lovable, cuddleable, and a cutie pie. In her own words, Marley helped me not be afraid of dogs. Marley's 10-year-old brother, Isaac, appreciates Marley's loyalty. When you're sick, he sticks to you. He's also a great protector, and Isaac notices that he loves anyone that gives him something to eat. Marley's daddy does best when you see him doing what he's doing now, taking Marley out for walks. Notice Marley's happy-go-lucky game? That's our Marley. Please meet Lucy and Luna. Lucy and Luna are 3-year-old females. They are sisters from the same litter. They came to HRI from a family that worked all day and just didn't have time to give them the attention they deserved. The girls got into lots of mischief when they were left to their own resources, and they are still a comical pair. The girls have totally different personalities. Lucy is the affectionate one and takes her time with activities. Luna is somewhat obsessive and hunts continually in the backyard, but she too is a lover. These are Lucy and Luna, owned and loved by Gerald and Joanne McNutt. Thank you all so much for being here to see our rescues.